Broadcasting from the Tazen Lake Lodge studios, this is Sporting Journal Radio.
How much direction are you getting from the governor?
It generates something like $2.4 billion.
The government closed the entire hunting season.
I don't know, maybe you didn't want me to tell the story on the show, but I'm going to tell it anyway.
I knew you were going to go there.
Hey, we got enough deer around here right now. Until you see your rod double over like that, and you set the hook, and then you realize, oh, okay. Jason Mitchell is our guest now here on the radio show. I saw a picture he posted the other day of, that was a nice fish. I mean, it was a decent walleye, I guess. Well,
I never imagined in a million years that something like that would ever happen. I mean, the Missouri River is the most secret. I mean, it's a phenomenal fishery. And
Tom Landwehr joins us now. Tom, thanks for giving us some time on the show this week.
Well, my pleasure. Thanks so much for having me here.
And you can follow him on Instagram at SeanWittNL. Help him out because he only has, 60,000 followers on there. Help him out. Help him get a couple more.
I need some support.
Right. I've had some long-distance guests on the show before, but you may be the furthest away. Where are you exactly?
I'm based in the Netherlands.
Fishing with the pros here at the Falls Ballroom and in Little Falls, and with the legendary Gary Roach, of course. And, we got to tell the story, which we just talked about, too, before we came on here. We were talking with Chip Lear, and you were at the banquet at the Northwest Sports Show. So
I looked over there, and there's this guy, he's deceased, and that one's deceased. And I look all the way around the room, and all these other guys are gone. I look over, my picture's over there. I said, am I alive? I didn't know if I was dead,
All right, now we've got the Minnesota Department of Natural Resources Commissioner Sarah Stroman on the show with us. Times were a little bit different last year than they are this year.
Like so many of our favorite activities right now, COVID-19 has changed a lot of things. And
This is Sporting Journal Radio.
John Devney is a Senior Vice President with Delta Waterfowl based in Bismarck. He's our guest this week on Sporting Journal Radio talking about the border closure with Canada.
Well, I'm pretty hopeful we'll have it normalized, and it's pretty interesting. I recognize nobody in Ottawa is thinking about Manitoba and North Dakota. And
I got a phone call from an old friend of mine in Fargo a couple of weeks back and said, you got to talk to this guy and hear the story. He hunts pheasants with coyotes. And I said, what? He goes, yeah, here, I'm just going to put him on the phone. So I had a conversation with this guy on the phone for quite a while that night. And I said, let's have you on the radio show to tell this story. His name is Travis Edlin, and he joins us now here on Sporting Journal Radio. Travis, how's it going?
Good. How about you, Brett?
When you tell people that you hunt pheasants with coyotes, what's the reaction you normally get?
Like you said, what?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Our next guest is from Full Draw Outfitters in Colorado, also the host of Easton Bow Hunting TV and Predator Nation TV. The recently clean-shaven Fred Eichler joining us, or at least the time of the taping of a recent episode of Predator Nation. Fred, you lost a bet recently.
Yeah, that was a rough one. My wife, I had a pretty good handlebar going, and my wife said, "Hey, you what? If you miss a coyote, you have to shave." And when I touched the round off, the coyote actually got one rock in between me and him. And unfortunately, instead of hitting the coyote, I hit the rock. But had the rock not been there, Brett, did you see that video? It was unbelievable. It literally was the only rock on the prairie.
If one more cast means 10 more casts, then we've got a radio show for you. Sporting Journal Radio. It's the Midwest's radio home for the outdoors. I'm Brett Amundson, and I'll get you caught up on the latest hunting, fishing, and outdoor information each week with tips from guides, biologists, and wild game cooks. Tune in to Sporting Journal Radio. Heard all over Minnesota, the Dakotas, and Wisconsin. Learn more at sportingjournalradio.com.